Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. Today is Sunday, 21 June 2026, Father's Day. Hope everybody's had a great week and great weekend and week to come. Appreciate each and every one of you out there. It's good to have you all in. Getting set up tonight for a Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Be starting up here in a little bit. Getting everything going so that when I get John and the crew in here, we'll have a great show for tonight. OC31 in the Kick Chat. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. Whatever platform you are tuned into us tonight, we appreciate each and every one of you. Just doing some prep. We're going to do a pre-show. And when we're done with the pre-show, we'll start the show at the top of the hour for radio side as well. So sit back, relax, get yourself a drink or whatever before we start up. Gonna get everything going in a little bit here. Give me, make sure that I'm looking all over to make sure that we're all connected up on all the platforms, video platforms, before we connect at the top of the hour to the audio platforms. All right, let me try to get the folks over on Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show Sunday edition connected up for tonight to see how they're all doing. Hello, 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 hello. How's everybody doing?
Hola.
Good.
Hello. Mark, hello.
Hola.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello. Doing
Happy
well.
Father's Day.
Happy Father's
you,
Day, all you guys out there with kiddos like me.
Yes.
Yeah, with weak pullout game.
Intentionally so, in many cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Be fruitful and multiply. I know.
I just want to take Texas back one kid at a time.
There you go. Yeah, you're doing a pretty good job at it too, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. We won our second soccer match. We're on to the round of 32. USA.
Yeah. I know. For a sport we don't even care about.
Yeah, we're going to take that from the Europeans just like we took hockey from the Canadians.
That's right. And then we're going to permanently name it soccer after that.
Correct. Correct.
Yep.
We're going to rename it SIPA.
SIPA. There you go.
Or is it, would it be FISA? I don't know. FISA. I don't even know.
FISA
what
sounds a
FISA
little
stands
scary.
for.
I don't know. We'll have to go with something else.
Yeah, it does sound like a disease.
Or a spying program.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly a spying program when it
Yep.
comes to that, right?
Yep. It'll be a sports-based spy network.
But to me, it sounds like an option for an IRA.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
There you go. Says the financial guy.
I read a thing about I think it was the Dodgers stadium, because the Dodgers are super duper woke. As an organization, they were doing something where they were tracking everybody that entered their stadium, their cell phone, like a geofencing thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, if you went to
Come
the
on.
stadium,
Come on,
you
get
got all
Come on,
your
get
data
up. Come on,
sold.
get up.
And one of us is
Sorry.
supposed to get up. I'm not sure who he's talking to.
I don't know. One of them.
I was calling Blue and
We know that.
Good dog.
Shoot, I open the door and there's like 4 flies I see right there. You know what I mean? I'm like, get up! Like, if I leave the door open for you for 5 minutes, all those flies are gonna come in here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't want that. So
Yep.
get up or get out or get in or get out or pick one, man.
Because flies don't make it for good radio.
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah. Flies are not good for the radio. They're also
Yep.
not good for your stuff on the counter either.
Yeah,
Anything that's
exactly.
sitting around.
Yep.
Constantly yelling at my dogs because they're like, "Yes, go outside." And then they'll stand and stare at the door as it's open for like 5 minutes.
Mhm.
They're like, "I don't know. Maybe I won't go outside." Like, get out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the cats
Well, that's the
like to
thing.
take their time going out.
She really wants to sit in the doorwell with the door wide open. I mean, that's really what she wants.
Right.
Yes.
But that's not going to happen.
Hi, baby, I love you.
Did you see the? I saw that on your list of articles you shared this week.
Mhm.
You had the whole the guys got arrested for defacing or vandalizing the pool.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see they're out there trying to blame Trump for the dead baby duck now?
No.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Mhm.
50%. 50% of baby ducks die anyway. So so it was clearly Trump that poisoned it in himself and killed it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Them cutting up that sealant and allegedly pouring chemicals in there. And yeah, had nothing to do with it. That poor duck. Yep.
I saw that and I was like, and yet not one of you have done a story about Tulsi Gabbard telling everybody that Fauci created
Yeah.
COVID-19.
Yeah. And besides, we all know that the Iranians killed that baby duck.
You sure it
Or
wasn't
possibly the
Russians?
Jews. I don't know.
Oh no, not that.
Man.
Yes, possibly.
God damn.
All of them
so
together
on a whim
at
today,
one time.
I was looking at, like, there's tons of Mexican candies and stuff out here because we're so close to Mexico.
Right.
And I picked up a bag of these Doritos spicy gummies on a whim. And they
Uh-huh.
are so good. Oh, my God. I'm addicted to these things.
Oh, you
Yeah,
lucked out. Normally, Mexican candy is torture.
Oh, it's so spicy. I mean, it's like fire, dude.
Just stay away
I
from the
thought they'd be
tamarind.
spicy, but I never thought they'd be this good. Yeah. Spicy gummies.
Spicy gummies.
Pineapple, mango, and tamarind.
Oh, there you go. And spice.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the chili dried mango. Those are really good.
Yeah.
They're covered in the red chili powder. And yeah.
Yeah, red chili powder.
Burns. Yep.
Yeah. Like, I just swallowed some of that juice down the wrong tube, and now I'm like,
Yep.
Fire.
And how many milligrams are in these gummies?
right.
Oh,
Should
come
be 10
on. He's not doing
apiece.
it like that. He's doing it by capsaicin, level.
Yeah, Scoville units. Yeah.
You gotta
That's
take you gotta take the Appalachians or the Southerners with their like Reaper peppers and make some
Yeah.
Reaper candies.
Yeah. Reaper gummies or ghost gummies or.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those guys are crazy. I can't even smell those without getting like the hot feeling in my mouth. It's terrible.
Yeah. I watched enough people try to eat one chip.
Yeah, the
It's
one
like,
chip
I
challenge.
don't want that. Yeah. No. Watching this poor guy for 15 minutes looking like he's going to die.
No.
There's this burrito place in California that I go to every, now and then, and man, their salsa is so hot. It's so hot.
Right.
It's incredible. It's very impressive. I mean, I love it. I always order it, but man, I always regret it.
There's a chicken wing place called Cluck You.
Yeah.
And, if you do I think it's called the thermonuclear sauce, you have to sign a waiver.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't want my food to be that dangerous.
Yeah.
A little dangerous, I'm okay with, but
I don't mind
that-
a little spice, but I'm not into, S&M food.
Yeah.
My dad used to make the craziest hillbilly concoction. He used to pickle jalapenos stuffed
Mhm.
with sauerkraut and pickle them that way.
Yeah.
Those things,
Wow.
they were super tasty. It's you don't think that they would go together, but the sour of the sauerkraut, like that tangy
Right.
sour,
All
just
that
goes
vinegar.
so well
Yep.
with the it's
Mm.
really good. That's my level right there. Like that's my highest level. I don't anything over that gives me the hiccups. It tastes great, but I can't eat it because I get the hiccups.
Right.
My son though, he's a big hot sauce fan. He loves this hot sauces.
Right.
Oh yeah. All right, I straight up can't stop eating these things.
They are
Hmm.
Mexican candy is addictive.
Just
With
please
some
tell me they're
candies
not
and stuff,
sugar-free.
Yeah.
like
Sugar-free
pistachios
gummies will
and-
get you.
I had wasabi pistachios a while ago, and they were just so addictive. I just looked at the bag and said, "Okay, I'm just going to eat you because
Yeah.
I can't have you lying around." You know what I mean?
I can kill an entire can of wasabi peas and not even realize it.
Yeah, it's like going home with half an ounce of Coke, and you're like, "All right, I'm just going to stay up tonight," and like I
Yep.
can't have this stuff lying around.
Every time.
Yep.
Yeah,
And you start
that's-
challenging yourself. Let me eat 3 at a time. Okay, now 4 at a time. See if I can handle the burn.
Mhm.
5 at a time. Can I do it? But your sinuses are really clear after all that.
It is very true. Wasabi
Yep.
does clear up
Yep.
the sinuses.
Oh yeah, it's a different burn.
I love wasabi and the ginger on the rolls, the sushi rolls.
Mm-hmm.
So delicious. It just adds a whole nother flavor to it. I got
Yep.
really into sushi for a few years. Like I used to go to different restaurants and stuff. Ate all the different kinds of sushi. I'm partial to rolls though. The rolls are like a whole meal. You just order 1 or 2 rolls and you're set.
Right.
Mm. I haven't had a good sushi place around in a long time. I bet there's probably.
Well,
one
you're in the
town.
desert, so
Yeah. Well, you'd be surprised.
Yeah,
Phoenix
you would
has
be
a couple
surprised.
good spots, I bet.
Yeah, we get our sushi from the grocery store. And it's really good. They make it right there.
Yep, right at the HEB. It's usually
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good there.
$7 sushi Wednesdays.
Oh yeah.
I remember when I lived down in Arizona.
Me and
down near the
California
border.
roll. I love that.
Oh yeah, California rolls are delicious. We used to get rock lobsters straight from the Baja Gulf. Guys would go down, catch all weekend, and then come up and sell them on the roadside at a like big chest of ice. You could go
Right.
That was pretty neat. the bay fish are a complete. There's so many different types of fish on that West Bay side that you don't really get on the East Coast.
Right. Mhm. Well, it is a different ocean.
Yep.
You know, Mother Nature
Yes.
practices borders.
Yeah, that's because she's racist.
Well, yeah, everyone's racist. That's the problem.
It's funny watching these Europeans freak out over a gallon of milk.
Yeah, they didn't know they came in that size. Yeah.
And then, like, did you not notice the cereal aisle?
Yeah, that
Remember what we
freaks them
used it
out.
for? Like,
Or the,
you know,
the
how much milk do you
64
think
ounce ketchup bottle. They're like, oh my God. Yep. Oh, and apparently
Yeah,
the TSA is warning people that you cannot carry ranch dressing.
I saw that. It has to go in your checked luggage.
Yeah.
There's a picture floating around of a whole bin full of ranch, like the
Mhm.
throwaway bin.
Yep.
Like, yeah,
They are buying that stuff up.
Good.
like guys, you can just order it on the internet and have it shipped to your house.
Yeah. Pretty soon they're going to start taking these oil tankers and fill them full of ranch dressing.
Yeah, wouldn't that be
Telling
great?
Yep.
That's Willie's next idea is going to pitch me. Watch.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We already decided it's ranch dressing made with cockroach milk.
Oh
It's
my
called
God.
Roach Ranch. Yep. That's the next
Yep.
Willie creation.
I might actually write a check for that one.
Oh no.
Don't tell Willie. Don't tell Willie. Yep.
Anytime
That's just
Willie's
the-
around, you have to worry about your pocketbook.
That's
Yeah.
true. It's
He
true.
is the ultimate grifter.
Hmm. Oh, dude,
You just eating them damn gummies.
they're so good.
Yep. Yep. In about
Next time I
45
go there, I'm
minutes,
buying like 4
you're gonna be,
boxes each.
guys, I gotta poop.
And you'll be like,
Doc,
oh
take over,
man,
Apple."
where's the ice cream? Come on, ice cream.
Yep. Gotta get that
Just don't rub
gummy
your
heartburn.
eye. Don't rub
Yeah.
your eye. It's dangerous.
Yep. After eating those gummies.
I've done that before. It's not pleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the gummies aren't very gummy. They're more like waxy, you know, like they don't, like you can chew them all day and they just kind of break into little parts.
Right.
I don't
They're
know.
waxy
They're
bears, not gummy bears.
not- yeah, exactly. They're more like waxy than
Yeah.
like a gummy bear.
Man, this year.
But that's
is-
how you know they're authentic Mexican, you know.
Yeah. Because they're chewy.
And
They're
the first
creating
ingredient is
Mexicans
actually
named Chewy.
sugar.
There you go. Yep.
It's really hard to believe. Next week is the 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Fireworks.
All right. Next week is the 4th.
The week after. Well,
Yeah. Week after.
Week after, yeah.
Yeah.
let's
It's
think
close.
the week
Yeah.
starts on Sunday.
You scared me. I thought I was going to miss the parish feast. Well, I guess, yeah. Next week. No, yeah. It's one more week away. So, okay.
Yeah.
Saturday the 4th. Saturday's
Yeah.
always a good day to have the 4th on. I hate when it's on a Sunday. I've lived in multiple places where they move it to Monday or Saturday to have the fireworks
Right.
because it's on a Sunday, and I'm like, no, just have the fireworks on 4th of July. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
Utah
just take off
used to
the
do
next
that.
day.
Well, I can tell you if the 4th of July is on a Wednesday, it is poor sales for the fireworks stands.
That's true. That
Yeah.
day,
Middle
weekday
of the week.
holidays are never good.
Yep. People just don't seem to want to buy fireworks.
This year it's on a Saturday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And it's like the best. That's the best day to have a 4th of July or any of the like barbecue holidays. It's always the
Right.
best to have it on a Saturday.
Or a Friday, so you get a 3-day weekend. If you have it on a Saturday, you don't get a day off, you know.
Right.
I've most always worked on holidays, so
Yeah.
don't anymore though. but that's
Yeah.
that's because I don't work at all.
Yeah, we can't all have cushy radio jobs.
Yeah.
If you think this is cushy, I'll let you run the show tonight, okay?
I'm not even going to be here. It's my day off. I'm not even supposed to be here.
All right. What movie is that from?
Clerks.
Yes, that's right.
Now if you've been fired on your day off, that's Friday.
That's correct. I've never gotten the fired on my day off, but I know some people who have, and it's quite funny when it happens because
Yep. How do you get fired on your day
just
off?
out of nowhere. It just comes out of nowhere, and they're like, "What happened?"
Yep.
It's like when Amazon finds out that you're trying to unionize, you get an email.
Yeah, that'll happen. They're so afraid of those unions.
Well, they do not want anything more than minimum wage. They don't like that collective bargaining. It usually ends up them actually having to pay higher standard wages. I mean,
Right.
I'm not a big fan of unions in general these days, anyways, because they've been corrupted. So, like they've blended so much with the liberal progressive apparatus that it's
Right. And after your union dues, you're making what you made before the union.
Yeah, a lot of times. It's very true.
Yep.
And where do those dues go to? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, exactly.
To pay for politicians.
Yeah. Yeah. They
AFD's
get donated to Act Blue.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
No. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's one of those things where like you can't organize under somebody who spies on you like Amazon does.
Right.
That's you gotta keep your cell phone hidden away. You gotta organize in secret.
I'm surprised they're still hiring people and they just hadn't replaced everyone with robots.
I think they have been actually. Every new building they build seems to be almost fully automated.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're doing it that way.
Yeah.
You don't want to shock them too much because then if you shock the labor market too much, then nobody has any money to buy your crap from Amazon.
Yeah. The only thing they haven't been able to replace with the robots is the delivery people. Not so much it's the driving of the truck. It's the robot just can't be incompetent enough to smash your package between the truck and your porch.
It's true.
You know.
It's true. Or pepper spray your dog.
Or pepper spray your dog. Exactly. Yeah.
So what are we starting out with tonight?
I had some notes. I got some stuff on Europe I was listening to earlier. You know, with Keir Starmer is apparently retiring, or leaving office.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
Yeah. You're not going to start with the Irish Axeman?
And the Irish Axeman and the MPs in MEPs in Parliament in Europe chanting "Send them home."
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Oh yeah. I've been making little Irish jingles called "Pack Up the Packies."
That's a good one. Did you hear that? I think it was Toby Turner. I think it's. Did you happen to hear that song, "Invaders"?
No.
No.
That's one you might want to check out. It's pretty good. There's a whole bunch of remixes already. So.
Okay. I have to ask: is Toby a human?
I believe he is. I believe it's at the original anyway. I believe it's an actual song. I don't believe it's AI created.
All right.
I could be wrong. But it's a very straightforward, blunt message about invaders should go home.
Yeah. Invaders aren't welcome.
Here it is. Yeah, I found it. Okay. I wonder if this is actually AI or not. I don't know, but here I got the link for you.
Okay.
Messages. There.
Oh, that's sad. Pretty much all the music in the future will be AI, and it'll just discourage anyone from ever even like learning music, like how to play an instrument. Like, what's the point? You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
I don't know. I think there will be people who just like to see live music, and so I think there will always be, like,
The hipsters.
bar bands, that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, but
Yeah, those that play live, there'll be a premium for that.
But you just lip sync it. You know, they're just air bands.
Little Milli Vanilli.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm not gonna go hang out and get sweaty with a bunch of strangers and drink beer to lip syncing.
Yeah.
Well, you won't know though. That's the thing.
I mean, they found out about Milli Vanilli. I'm sure people will notice.
Yeah.
But in the future, that'll just be the
that
norm.
sounds
you know?
just like the radio version. Doesn't sound live at all.
Yeah. I think like pretty much all the pop stars lip sync at their concerts at this point, don't they?
Yeah, pretty sure. Because you can't get up there and dance like that and sing. Eventually you're out of breath.
Unless you're the Backstreet Boys, they could do it.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Because they never lip synced.
Never.
No.
Not
Yeah,
once.
never. Not
How
once.
dare you? How dare you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, I had a friend back in high school. He had very interesting music taste, and he was obsessed with the Backstreet Boys knockoff band, 98 Degrees or whatever it was. I
Okay.
think that's what it was. We used to pick on him relentlessly about that.
Now, have you seen the Backstab Boys?
Aren't they that Pakistani group?
No.
No.
Close. It's Jason and Freddy Krueger, and they do horror.
Oh, that's
but they
entertaining.
spoof Backstreet Boys songs and make them all,
That
Yeah,
is
just-
funny.
Yeah, just go to YouTube, Backstab Boys, and it'll pop up.
Oh my god. One dead fly. Two dead flies. Can I go for three?
Murderer.
Yeah, three dead flies. Oh, come on. You're gonna land right in front of me? There you go.
That 4?
Yeah, that's three. Three. It took me 2 swings at 3.
Oh, okay.
But he got cocky and landed in the same spot. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Suicidal Flies.
Yeah.
Good name for a band.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna miss twice. Buddy.
like belly
That is
fuzz,
a good name.
earwax,
That would be
Belly Fuzz. Yep.
a great punk band name.
booger hair.
Yeah.
You want out again, baby? I'll let you out, but you're out. Okay.
Flies are coming back in.
Once you're out, you're out. You ain't coming back.
That's right.
Want to come back in 5 minutes? You're
Yeah.
fucked.
You was talking to Blue, not David Hogg,
Oh,
right?
Well, okay. That solves that. Baby Blue is outside.
All right.
God, I got a busy week coming up, man. There's so many people.
Like it's
Packed.
summertime.
4th of July, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Freedom 250.
What?
Freedom 250.
Freedom 250. That's right, baby.
Yeah. like the 4th of July on steroids.
You'd think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are just not into anything right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I don't mean just like the 250 or the 4th of July. Or, like, I feel like a lot of people have just tuned out everything. And they're just like going about daily life and just trying to like
Keeping their head down.
Yeah. It's what it seems like.
Yep, the fatigue has become too much. So here's the real question. Are they going to keep pushing that stupid COVID shot?
I don't know.
After all this?
Yeah. After Tulsi?
Mm-hmm.
I hope that they do something, like just arrest a couple people, because if not, it's just going to be ultimately just master like class and demoralization.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw something on my Safeway receipt the other day that said, like, I can get a $20 credit if I go get another vaccine.
All right. Let's switch rooms, and I will see you guys on the other side.
All right.
Goodbye, David Hogg.
Flat Earth.
All right. That's pre-show for Censorship Sucks. Coming up is the main event. Let me get them up and running once again. Do 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 do.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, man, let's do this.
All right. Let's do this, man. Rock and roll.
Hell yeah, man.
I do miss a good rock and roll show. Haven't been to one in a while.
Yeah. Been to one in a while either. Like
30.
a long time now that I'm thinking about it.
30 seconds. Oh, no.
I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay.
Go for it. I got it.
Plenty of time.
Actually, I'm
Here's your countdown. 5,
you.
4, 3, 2, 1. And you're live for the very first time tonight on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for June 21st, 2026. Folks, America 250, the 4th of July, 250-year anniversary is coming up. Not this week, but the week after. Boom, we're going to party like it's 1999. This is the real thing, the big deal. And I'll tell you, Doc, you called it a while back when you said that the United States could end up doing pretty well, surprisingly well, in the World Cup. And as you mentioned in the pre-show, spoiler alert, we beat Australia the other day, 2-0?
Yep.
And I guess that's a pretty decisive win in the world of soccer.
Yeah, well, I mean, pretty much, if you score 2-0 on someone, that's pretty much what they consider a whooping. So that's pretty good, yeah.
And one of those was an own goal by Australia. They kicked the ball into their own net.
Well, if you remember the Olympic break dancer from Australia, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, God, that was funny. Thank you for reminding me of that. That was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, that was an insult to to breakdancing. I remember
Yeah.
when that was a thing here in America, and they were good, man. They were good. And what she did was just like, I don't know, having a cramp on the floor or something.
Yeah, it looked like a seizure of some kind. Yeah, it was not
Yeah.
good. It was not good.
So now
It's
anyway, you seem to follow this up a little closer. So let's explain to everybody what's going on here. Now, is Australia out? Did that eliminate them, or do they go on?
I did not check to see if Australia made it to the next round, but I know America and Germany have both made it to the round of 32. That was the last I saw. So.
And I think we play. I asked what is it, Grok about this, and he told me we're probably going to play Morocco next.
Ooh.
And it'll be Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
If you can tune in, folks, check it out.
So once we're into the round of 32, is it like NCAA where it's just straight up elimination? You got your brackets and all that, or is there any way that somebody can have a good enough record, lose one, and still go on?
I don't know right off the top of my head. That is one thing I don't know. I think once you get to the round 32, it is an elimination. I'm double checking, but I think it is.
Okay. I'll talk while you double check that, because the fact that I'm asking these kinds of questions just kind of shows that Americans don't really understand this stuff. I almost would feel guilty if we won it all. Because, we beat someone like Morocco. Meanwhile, there's like 100 million people in Morocco, a billion people in Africa watching this thing, rooting for Morocco, who all have dropped everything to devote their entire life to watching that game. And it's devastating for them to lose. Whereas we just all think, yeah, it's kind of cool. That's a neat little side note that we won the World Cup.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it is one of those things where Americans, we have our own sports here in America. Yeah. We have football and we have baseball, and those two sports.
Basketball. Hockey.
Yeah, basketball's gone pretty NASCAR. Global at this point.
We've got wrestling. We've got soccer is at the out of the top 10 sports that we have in America, soccer is like 8th or 9th.
Well, I mean, as far as participation, actually, it's up there, and that's why I said when I predicted that the U.S. team would do pretty well, it was going based on what I know of the growth of soccer at the lower levels over the last 10 to 15 years. We have a pretty expansive youth league soccer now, and we have two professional soccer leagues, a girls and a boys professional soccer leagues. And this kind of cultivates the interest in being a soccer player that wasn't there, say, the last time the World Cup was in America, which was in the 90s. There was no foundation at all for our soccer team. So we were plucking some guys that were American from various things and throwing them together and creating a team. It wasn't like now where we have a professional, our goalie is from the Major League of Soccer, so MLS. And so we actually have professionals who have dedicated their entire life to playing soccer now. And that is, that's when you start becoming elevated at a sport. It's like baseball in the Japanese or the Puerto Ricans, where those sports, they dedicated their lives to being good at those sports. And so those, like the Japanese and the Puerto Ricans, create as good a baseball players as anybody. And that's where we've gotten to at the level now in soccer. So I think that's why we're competitive.
Yeah. I guess I'm talking more about, I get the participation. It's a fun game to play. But as for entertainment value, it's pretty low to the average person. You know what I mean? For me, I'd have even if we made it to the finals, I'd have a hard time sitting down and watching an hour and a half of them just kicking the ball back and forth between each other.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, casual viewership, it is not exciting. It's not that's why it's such an event to go to, because the people who are at the games, generally, they sing songs, they drink, they have a good old time in between waiting for them to actually do something that's exciting. But yeah, for the casual fan watching on TV, that it is not quite and that is a thing. That's why soccer does not get the ratings here in America. Our sports are high impact. I mean, baseball has difficulty with ratings for a while, which is why they put different things in to speed the game up, like the pitcher clock and things like that, to make it more exciting, more fast paced. Because Americans we like basketball, hockey, football. It's fast paced. There's hitting. There's a little bit of violence. That's more our alley as far as sports goes. Soccer is definitely a finesse game, and that is not every American's cup of tea for sure.
Yeah, we're just used to, the 4th down and 1. What are you going to do? And everyone's on the edge of their seat because it's
right.
A 4-second play that's going to call out pretty much the end of the game. Versus, I don't know, the 0-0 after 90 minutes, and then they each kick 3 penalties or whatever at the end, and 1 goes in, so you win. Anyway, I don't want to piss on soccer. It is a big thing around the world. Obviously, it's the finals will get a viewing 10 times the Super Bowl, probably. Some crazy number of people will watch that. And if I recall, that'll be in Foxborough, New Jersey. So New York will get the end of it, which brings me up to another point. Apparently the Irish, or was it the Scottish that were in Boston? I think it was the Scottish, right, with the kilts. They drank all the beer in Boston.
Yes. The Scots were being very Scottish.
They said they ran through. There was some. One of the brewers out there, Sam Adams, had 90 kegs they had lined up for the weekend, and they drank them all. Yep. And so they pretty much ran out of beer, and then they tried to sell them Bud Light, and they all threw it in their face. I said, no, that's not beer.
Which is not. I mean, let's be real.
But they loved Boston. They were like, this is a great city. Everyone was so nice. Wait until you see some of that Southern hospitality. Wait till you get to Texas, The people in New York, hey, New York's a great city. You're going to get an experience there, but you're not going to experience America in New York City. That's just not what that is,
Well, no, you're going to experience New York City.
Yeah,
it's its own thing.
Exactly. It's its own thing, but you're not going to get that hospitality that you're going to get in the South, where they're going to welcome you in and really, make you feel like you belong and you're part of the family. Like that Freddie from Germany. Holy cow.
Yeah.
He's going to end up sitting down and having a night in the Lincoln bedroom, just, as to wrap up his trip on the last night and get a ride on the old Air Force One by himself back to Germany if it all goes the way it's going now.
Yeah.
Have you seen the stuff that they're throwing at him?
Yeah, he's been a superstar, and it's his flight got delayed, and so a bunch of rich people got together and helped him out, like the airline company, and they got a private jet for him, and they got him to his game, and yeah, it's been pretty wild to watch that. This is the beauty of holding the World Cup and actually Americans participating in this way and having social media. This is huge soft power for America.
Yeah.
This is absolutely. We have had kind of a negative worldview expressed on us by the media because of the globalists and their media control in Europe, especially. The social media, the Europeans coming here and having such a great time in America has been huge for America's soft power. It really has.
Absolutely. And, when they talk about the dangerous parts of America, it's when you got that New York game, if you go to the wrong neighborhoods there, you're going to see the dangerous side of America and you might get shot. That's where the dangers lie. But when you start getting into rural Texas, they're just going to love you everywhere you go. There's no danger whatsoever. Everyone's strapped, but that eventually starts to feel like a very comforting thing. When I'm at someplace and I look around and half the people there have a gun on their side, I know ain't nothing going down. You know what I mean? I know I'm safe as a baby in that store or whatever, because half the people there have a gun, open carry on their hip. And nobody's going to mess around in that environment. No one's going to come in there and try to rob the place. Everyone get on the ground. There'll be 6 people shooting at that dude within a quarter of a second,
And many videos like that about Texas on the internet. You can go check them out if you think we're joking, folks, because it's real.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen memes like that where literally like someone went into a gas station and tried to pull a gun, and all of a sudden they just get mowed down by 4 or 5 people at once.
Yeah, they all draw at the same time.
Yeah, just what are you gonna do?
Yeah, well, that's what makes those places so safe, though, is that
Yeah.
everybody is aware that everybody could have a gun at any moment, and so you're polite, you mind your P's and Q's, and even if you have a little bit of a scuffle with someone, you don't let it escalate because it could escalate to death because it's possible they could be carrying a gun. Like that actually makes it a safer place, and I think that's part of the reason why Texas is so awesome, is because you have that safety pretty much everywhere outside the major cities.
Yeah, and it's a crazy thing to get your mind around if you're not from the United States, but it's something that grows on you, and over your life you start realizing that the more guns you see on people's hip, the safer you are, really.
Yep.
Not one of them is ever going to just pull it out and shoot somebody for no reason, because that's life in prison. And
Yeah.
and you don't break into someone's house because damn well they're more than likely armed in there. And if you think you can just go in there and start rifling through their jewelry chest while they're sleeping, you got another thing coming. You're going to get shot dead, and the jury is going to be like, "Good job, you're innocent. You killed the guy in your house. He came in your house. Your family's there. You killed him. What's the problem? Why are we even here?"
If you're in some counties, the sheriff will just shake your hand and call the coroner.
Yeah. They'll give you an honorary sheriff badge.
Yeah.
So it's a crazy thing, folks. America. It's been, like you say, such an awesome display of soft power. That's a great term for it. That we really are earning a lot of credit on the global scene right now, and it's a wonderful thing. But folks, you got to understand, if you're traveling here to America, every city is very different. When you go to Seattle, I mean, did you see some of those scenes in Seattle? It was amazing. Yeah. Patriotism everywhere. But then what did the local newspaper write about? The problematic patriotism and how, certain people felt very alienated. And I agree. If you're Antifa and you're seeing everybody draped in red, white, and blue, you just want to pick up a stick and go bash the fash on every corner. And
that
you
is true.
round one. You round the corner, look at the stadium, and there's 200,000 people there in red, white, and blue, and you got one baseball bat, and you're like, "Oops, I better run."
Yeah,
but,
yeah. They should
what
be.
A shame.
They should be. Yeah.
What a shame, though, the mentality of these people that just, you have to hate America so much that even now, when you have a reason to celebrate it as a country, you can't do it. You just can't do it because you got to hate America.
Yeah, the indoctrination is deep with many. Unfortunately, it's a sad state of affairs. There is a large chunk, I'd say, a good 15 to 20% of the country that absolutely thinks it's an evil place and shouldn't exist anymore. And it's sad because everywhere else is worse. I'm just saying, everywhere else is worse. America has something special that no other place on earth has, and taking it for granted is bad. It is a moral failure on the people who do.
And the shocking thing about America is, they talk about how big it is, but also how, like, every corner you go to, you see really nice homes. You see big estates. You see huge lawns. You see, like, it's never ending. You can drive for days and days and days on end, and just it's wealth everywhere. It's so successful. European countries they think they're wealthy over there because they have all the castles and everything, but they're doing nothing over there in the UK. They're 51st out of all the states in the United States. They're 51st. They're the poorest state if they were a state.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a big wake-up call that even our poorest state is way wealthier than you. I don't know. It's impressive stuff.
It is, and I think people should be more proud of what America has been able to accomplish, regardless of any negative things that have happened in our history. All nations have negative people and negative things, but to think of what we've been able to achieve as a nation together, it's pretty impressive, and I think people should be more proud of it.
Yeah, and I would love to see some of y'all that are here for the World Cup. If you need to go from like, Miami to Dallas or something, man, rent a car, take a few days, and go see America. Stop off in New Orleans, stop off in Mobile, go around and check out Houston, go see some of this country while you're here, and don't just fly over it and think, when you're in Dallas, you're there, because the big cities are not really where it's at. And sadly, a lot of the hosting cities, New Jersey, Seattle, LA, they're just places you don't want to really, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't really want to spend much more than a day or two in Seattle. It's just too yuck and dangerous at that,
Especially downtown, where you would go to see all the beautiful buildings and the stuff that makes Seattle Seattle. That's where it's the worst. So yeah, it's a shame. But the beauty of is that they get to see the contrast of what is all throughout the South, from Florida to Texas, because we actually have a couple games that are in the Midwest too. So there was there's a real sense of we got to see the whole thing with this event, and I think that's really the beauty of it. Like there was so much for them to see. Like you can't see it all. You actually have to go back and check other people's trips to see what they look and what they got to see, because there's so much of America to see that you can't possibly see it in one trip to see the World Cup. It's not possible.
Yeah. And one other piece of advice I would give to the Europeans traveling through America is that tipping is a thing. Okay. And I actually worked as a server back in Chicago. I think it was during the '94 World Cup. And we were excited for it. We thought, boy, we're really going to sell a lot. And we did. Boy, were we busy. We sold so much beer. It was insane. And I mean, one of the busiest nights of the year. And I think we all walked out of there with an average of like $35. You know what I mean? On the busiest night we've ever worked. And so we had a meeting with the manager the next morning, and we're like, what is this? Like, this sucks. Like, do we really even want to stay open for this? And he's loving it. So they just told us, just add 20% to every single table that is not American.
Yeah.
And they hated it. They got pissed. But, you almost had to do that, because it just, sadly, they didn't care. They knew, they were told 100 times that, you go to America, you got to tip 50 and 20%. And maybe they'd pull out 5 or 10, maybe, mostly stiffed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're poor countries, that's what happens. No, I'm just kidding. Just making fun. Just joking, Europe. Just joking.
Yeah. So yeah, folks, if you're here and you're like, man, the service is so great, or there's that Italian guy who's like, I can get 1,000 refills. Yeah, you can get 1,000 refills, but the least you can do for your 1,000 free refills is to throw your waiter a nice juicy tip, because he's running back and forth filling those up for you. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't want to get too much into all that, but it is amazing to have this World Cup. And the beauty thing, the crazy thing about it is that it runs through like July 20th, I think, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So we're just getting started.
Yeah, this is the down to the wire stuff, though. The round of 32 is the start of the knockout rounds. So these matches, win and you go on, lose and you're done. Yeah,
and you go home. And then the neat function will be what countries are still here in a month. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like, let's say if Germany's still here, will Freddie still be around, or will he be long gone and a new route of fans come over?
I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how many fans stay all the way through.
Yeah. I think Freddie at this point, if Germany does go all the way, he's just going to be going from 1 4 seasons to another free of charge on private jets.
He'll have no problems. He'll be fine.
And boy, will that trip make a good movie one day.
I hope so. I hope they make it.
Yeah. He's got to write a book about it. It's a guaranteed bestseller. And, he doesn't even need to write it. Just get a ghostwriter to write it.
Oh, yeah,
and boom, off you go.
Yeah, of
But
course.
the movie that follows that will be, huge. At least here in America, we'll eat it up.
Yeah, I look, if you do it right, the Germans will eat it up too, because it's a German guy going to America. That they love that kind of
Mhm.
stuff over there. So
Yeah, just put David Hasselhoff as the lead, and off you go.
there you go. There you go.
Anyway, let's talk about since we're on the Europe trip here. Keir Starmer might just be leaving office. He chose an interesting way to announce it. He had Donald Trump write it on Donald Trump's Truth timeline. So, interesting way for a British premier to resign by having the American president release it
Well,
for him.
they are a vassal state, so I mean, it's understandable. He would, defer to Donald and let Donald take care of it for him. It's understandable.
Yeah. So I don't know how seriously we take it, because my best source of it is Donald Trump, and a few other insiders. But they're saying that tomorrow, as early as tomorrow, we could get an announcement from him on the timeline for him leaving. And when I hear timeline, it's like, okay, we're going to conduct a study. And then the study was going to take about 9 months. And then from that study, we'll be able to come up with a date for him to transition out of office, which might take another year. Yeah. Their next general election is supposed to be 2029.
Yes.
Oh, good for them. Good for them. Another
Yeah.
5 years of this stuff, 4 years of this stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, the interesting thing is there is a contingent of the Labor Party that is very interested in getting rid of Keir Starmer, because they know if he stays, it's the death of the party. And power doesn't want to lose power. They would like to keep it, and so I'm sure that they're going to try to get him out. But like you said, the only real confirmation we have is from Trump. So who knows if it's really going to play out. But I did hear they're supposed to do some sort of announcement 8 a.m. English time tomorrow. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I will be I'll be sound asleep at that time. But when I wake up, I'll look forward to figuring out what is going on over there. My guess is that it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? The Labor Party, he's so unpopular. Starmer's so unpopular because he wants the universal IDs. He wants to curb the internet and make it mandatory to have this ID to use it. He wants to let in 1 million more people a year, or 10 million, or whatever the numbers are.
Yep.
He wants all of these policies, the two-tier justice system, to call patriots racist and fascists. But whoever takes his place they're not going to change any policy. Nothing is going to change if Keir Starmer leaves office. In fact, the next guy is probably going to be worse.
Yep, and probably better in front of the camera, which is worse for everyone else. Yeah, no, I think that's why the smart right-wing guys have been trying to encourage Keir Starmer to stay, because the longer he stays, the worse the Labor Party looks. If they get somebody else in there, it could be the right kind of distraction needed to save the Labor Party from losing. And that's not what we want, for sure.
But see, they're not even going to pretend. It's just they're going to keep doing the exact same stuff. You got to get labor out of there. I don't even know if reform is at a point to change this. Restore might be. But, they seem so embedded over there in this one fast track to self-destruction that it's just a new leader isn't going to do it. You need to, as the Joker once famously said, this town needs an enema. It truly needs rebuilding from the ground up. Their political system over there, they're screwed. So it's interesting to see how that's going to play out. We just had a dude the other day, a mad lad, I think it was again in Scotland, walking down the street with 2 machetes, just slashing at Muslim people, saying, "I'm sick of this. Leave our daughters alone. Get out. We're done. We don't want this anymore." And I condone that. I don't think it's a good thing. But as I've warned lately, It's inevitable. It's going to start happening more and more and more because this is untenable. You can't, they're just not going to sit and let their kids get raped anymore. We had Restore put out this giant report this week that, says 250,000 girls have been groomed in the United Kingdom over the last so many years or decades. This is an ongoing thing. Pakistanis, accounted for 80 to 90% of them. Some of the women were raped hundreds and hundreds of times by hundreds of men and just kind of passed around like a party favor for years and years. They had a case recently where a man had sex with and apparently impregnated a 10-year-old girl. And the judge let him go because she agreed to it, apparently. You know, like she shouldn't have worn that skirt kind of thing if she didn't want it to happen. She agreed to it. She was into it, according to this wacko sick judge. A 10-year-old girl is in no place to consent to sex with a grown man. Unbelievable, disgusting, evil, evil, evil. On display there. That case is evil, dude. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not. I think it's if you have the stomach for it, I suggest you go read some of it. Those of you who are listening, and if you haven't heard about it, because what you're going to read is some of the most depraved, deranged, and vile behavior that you could imagine human beings being capable of. The things that these girls reported being done to them, that was swept under the rug systematically by the British police, are things that we hear about in war zones during like the Rwanda genocide. There were ethnic cleansings that were very similar to the things that they were doing. And if you hear these Muslim men talk about this stuff, they're actually, the interesting thing is they come from, most of them come from one particular area of Pakistan as well. So it's kind of like a cultural thing to that particular region, very similar to the Afghan thing. But if you listen to them talk, their ideas about white women, especially young white girls, is that you're non-Muslim and so you're not human, and therefore they can do whatever they want to you. And that is the kind of thing that if you allow to fester in your country will destroy any society. It will destroy the foundations of your society.
They've been allowed to do this too for, like, in some cases, I mean, their entire lives. Keir Starmer sent out warning letters to them.
Well, Keir Starmer was back in 17 years ago, I think. He was a part of the prosecutor's office who let a bunch of these guys go.
Well, they sent sternly worded letters to like thousands of people that said, hey, you can't do this. You can't rape little girls. Please stop.
Yeah, but they didn't put anybody in prison. They didn't arrest anybody. They didn't put anybody to death.
Yeah, but they got a sternly worded letter, dude.
Yeah. I think Keir Starmer should be sent to the Pakistanis dressed in a dress. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Give him a big lollipop and send him in there and see how he likes it. The other day, a 30-year-old man threw a 3-year-old child into a alligator enclosure in a zoo in Cambridgeshire in the UK. Cambridgeshire. And, you know, the trick is here that they won't tell you any details about the dude who did this. And I guarantee if he was some reform, MAGA guy or some Brexiteer, they'd have his face all over the place. White guy, this guy would be famous. The reason I'm so suspicious is because they won't tell you who he is. When they don't release the information, you just assume, okay, it's another Muslim. I mean, and again, who else is going to throw a 3-year-old kid over a fence into an alligator enclosure? Yep. That's just not something that happens in day-to-day British life.
No, that is something only a crazy, evil person would do, and that's I think what they call that is when they don't announce the name. I believe that's called Coulter's Law, right? That pretty much anytime they don't announce the name, it's one of the protected classes.
Exactly. Yeah, it's somebody in a protected class, and they can't release a name. Otherwise, hey, maybe we want a description out there so that people can find this person. 6'2", medium dark complexion, whatever, brown blondish hair, wearing jeans and sneakers, and and a hoodie. Okay, now we can maybe keep a lookout for this guy and find him. No. They won't release anything about certain people because Coulter, is that Ann Coulter who made that law?
Yep. That's Coulter's Law.
Yep, that makes perfect sense. Exactly. They've been doing it for years. If you don't like, the optics of it, you just gaslight, right? Gaslight.
Yep. Yeah, well, that's standard operating procedure over there, especially in the UK. But it's gotten pretty bad here as well. I mean, the local news will do it here. I know that for sure. They don't ever tell you who it is unless it's a white guy. Unfortunately, that's just how they do it here.
Exactly. Oh, he was a big Trump supporter.
Yep.
He had a MAGA flag on his profile. So yeah, this guy's guilty for sure.
Yeah. We get that
Good
a
thing
lot
they
up
got
here.
that guy off the streets, Pat. That's right. Anyway, the UK government is now also pressuring social media firms to boost trusted legacy media outlets like the BBC. Okay, the BBC. They edited and manipulated Donald Trump's words on multiple occasions to make him seem as though he said something he didn't. They were completely wrong about the Hunter Biden story, 1,000% wrong about Russiagate, 1,000% wrong about everything in the last 10 years. Yet the UK government is pressuring social media firms to promote far left agencies as trusted when they've all been demonstrably shown to be liars over the last 20 years, but especially since 2016 when Donald Trump came down that escalator, right? Absolutely stop at nothing to end this man, to put him behind bars, to kill him. Stop at absolutely nothing. And I don't know, man, how many more assassination attempts have we had on him in the last week?
I don't know this last week. I don't know if we got any this week, but we've had at least 2 additional ones this year. So, they keep trying. The crazy thing is that all of this social media stuff, we've been through this before. The UK trying to do what they're doing. I feel like the issue really isn't just boosting. I think ultimately this, at the end of the day, is about pushing their digital ID agenda. I think that the censorship, the banning kids from having social media, all of that, I think it's all part of the same plan that the UK is speed running, which is to get everybody on a digital ID.
Yeah, more aggressive than even what China has, and more aggressive than really anything any country is doing out there. So, UK, man, good luck to you, but you're going down a deep, dark path, and if you don't watch out and pay attention, you're going to become George Orwell's 1984, or what did he call it, the landing strip?
Or it'll be like V for Vendetta. Yeah, it'll be totalitarianism for sure.
And it just sneaks up on you, man. It just sneaks up on you, and before you know it, they're not throwing 30,000 people a year in jail for social media posts. They're just creating entire towns where they can purge you to and move you to, where you're re-educated. Like Clockwork Orange, with the force eyeballs open, watching a screen.
Yeah, that's if they don't put you in the. Yeah, it's if they don't put you in the concentration work camp first.
Mm-hmm. So now, on a positive note, coming out of the European Union, though, we've got a situation where the European Parliament just passed a new rule that says, when you're denied asylum, you're going to be moved immediately to a third-party country outside the EU and then remigrated back home as soon as possible. And it passed pretty strongly. I want to say the numbers were about 260 to 144 against. So it sailed through, no problem. And when they were done voting on it, the European Parliament chanted, "Send them home, send them home, send them home." Or maybe it was "send them back," but you get my point. Something along those lines. Send them back. They chanted that. And it flipped some people out. Some of the hardcore radicals in the European Parliament were freaking out, pissed off, couldn't believe their eyes that the European Parliament was suddenly chanting, "Send them home." Unbelievable. I never thought I would see that with my own eyes. I never thought I would see that.
Yeah, it's surprising coming from their governing body. It wouldn't surprise me if it was a bunch of normie people, like everyday European citizens from various countries chanting that. I could see, but it is rather telling how bad things have gotten that the European Parliament is now cheering for that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I hate to do this. I'm a little. I should have mentioned a minute ago, but last Sunday, so this week, was the UFC thing on the South Lawn of the White House. And there was a major thwarted attack against that. They tried to send explosive drones into the crowds to get everyone to panic and start running. And then they were going to funnel them out down some road where snipers were waiting to just mow people down. But they thwarted it. So thank God that. But, you know, when I asked, was there an assassination attempt this week? Oh, yeah, it just hit me. There was last week on Sunday. So.
Well,
Was it necessarily directed straight at Trump? You know, I doubt they would have got Trump, but they would have got a lot of MAGA people, and that would have made them smile, smile, smile.
They would have needed. They would have needed the actual devices to do it. This whole thing, if you look into it and dig into it, this really seems like it was a bunch of losers online in a chat room talking and getting talked and worked up. But they didn't have, like, there is no evidence they had any ability to do any of the things that they were talking about. Like, there was only a couple guns that between the 5 people that have been arrested, there was only a couple guns, some ammunition, and they didn't have the drones, they didn't have the explosives, and none of them even showed up in Washington, D.C. or, well, Fredericksburg, where they were planning to meet. It seems a lot more like this is one of those Fed setups. Like, I'm not saying that these guys, if they had the actual material to do something, they wouldn't have done something terrible. It seems like they were all pretty nuts. But it does seem like the Feds saw a bunch of crazy guys in a chat room talking and decided to set them up. That's what it really seems.
Interesting. Well, we've seen that before, too.
That's the thing with the FBI. You never know how true that is because they do it. So that's why that one didn't come to mind. I didn't think about that one.
Yeah, I mean, the whole kidnapping thing with Gretchen Whitmer was pretty much that. So would they do it again? Yeah, who knows? You know, whatever. But then when it comes to somebody like the shooter in Pennsylvania, I forget his name. It's been so long, but you know, he was the same kind of setup or mole, apparently. You know, through the FBI and whatnot. Apparently, allegedly, who knows? But yeah, they do all kinds of stuff, and I don't think it matters who's in office or what side of the aisle they're on when it comes to whatever the alphabet agencies want to do to this country, you know. But
that's for sure. Yeah, I don't think that it doesn't matter what the party is; they have their own agenda.
Yeah, but anyway, folks, we're going to take a break right now. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, and we'll be right back after these messages.
All right, we're on radio break.
I am
cruising right along.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're getting into those nights where it's like, it's just really nice sleeping and you don't need a blanket or anything. It's, only get that for a month or two a year in the summer.
It's nice like that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Get any nights where you take and set up like a what's that thing called? One of those net beds outside. What are they called?
A hammock?
A hammock, yeah. and just sleep outside.
I wouldn't mind getting one of those. I've never slept very well in a hammock.
Me either. I always felt like, oh man, I got these waffle marks all over
At least
me.
not
It's
sober.
like, huh?
Yeah. At least not sober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I've passed out in a hammock pretty successfully before, but not like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I will tell you, back in the day, I had a trampoline for the kids, and I went out on it, and I passed out. And boy, it was a really comfortable rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trampolines are really comfortable to sleep on.
They're
Yeah.
nice in the very hot summers because they get you up off the ground and you get a breeze
Yeah, and you
going
get that
underneath
air
you.
going underneath you. You can feel it when
Yeah.
the wind blows. Oh man, that's so nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Used to do that a lot when we were kids. We had a neighbor that had one of those big, huge ones with the gate around it. You know,
Yeah.
we used to hang out on that all night
Oh,
long.
it was always fun when my kids were a lot younger and that. We used to take it and throw a whole bunch of blankets over it because we didn't have a tent, and man, it made a huge round tent for them, and they could go underneath there with their sleeping bag and sleep underneath the thing. Since it
Yep.
was like 3 or 4 feet off the ground, you know, it's perfect for
Cool.
little kids and that to do. Yeah, it was always fun. Go watch them out there with that. And then they'd hear a noise, come running in the house. You know?
Yeah, I'll sleep out in the outside every now and then. Up here, it's amazing, the Milky Way, man. I forgot how just insane it is up here. It looks like it looks like it's cloudy, and just like a strip of clouds going across the sky.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the Milky Way. It's so intense.
Yeah, you got to really drive out of the city here. There's so much light pollution where I'm at, because the airport is like 15 miles to the north of me, and then Portland is like 5 miles to the east or west. So it's, I just got this big light spot in the air to that side, so you can't see the Milky Way at all. But you drive about 20 minutes out into the woods towards the national park, and it just starts getting brighter and brighter and brighter the farther away from you get from the city. It's pretty neat. Seeing it through the woods is way different than seeing it in the desert, though.
Yeah.
It looks so much bigger in the desert.
Yeah, I'm in a pine forest right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not like it is down in the desert, but it's still really, really cool. It's just more intense up here.
Yeah.
This whole like area is a dark skies area, so like all the local cities and everything have to like have ordinances about not having lights up at night.
Yeah, 30 seconds.
Okay, we chewed up that first 45 minutes. That went well.
Real quick. Yeah.
Okay, I had one I thought was funny here.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
here's
Well,
your
we talked about
countdown.
that one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're back live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the ScensorshipSucks Roundtable Radio Show. And we are talking about all kinds of news that's going on. A company called Take-Two just had their stock take a big jump this week. Are you familiar with Take-Two?
I believe they are a video game company, are they not?
They are. They announced pre-sales for Grand Theft Auto 6 starting this Thursday.
About time.
And yeah, that's going to be a big one, folks. This is 13 years in the making. And how many delays? Like probably the last 3 years of that decade and some has been delays, because they've been wanting to just dial it into perfection. Man, I don't know. Have you seen some of the things that they're doing with this stock?
I have seen some stuff, not the newest stuff though. The stuff I saw, my son showed me before the last delay. There's been some new stuff released that I haven't seen that I've heard's been pretty awesome though.
Well, the incredible part is that, first of all, the map is like twice the size. And almost every building in GTA 5 is just a facade. You can't go in it. It's just a building. You drive past it or you walk past it or whatever, but you can't interact with the building. In GTA 6, the vast majority of the map will be interactive. All those buildings you can now go inside, which is, really makes the map not only twice the size, but like 10 times the size.
Yeah.
And to go a step further, all of the NPCs in the game are going to be like interactive. They'll be AI. So, in the past, you see an NPC, you bump into it, whatever, and it just reacts in one of two ways. It runs away or fights, right? Now it can have a conversation with it. You can trade with it. You can do all kinds of different things that have never really been done to that scale. So, and then the graphics engines and everything are just next level. It's going to be very interesting. I think they sold 250 million of the last version of it, GTA 5.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's really impressive. And so this one, if they can reach those types of numbers at, I'm trying to see what the price is. And I keep seeing $280, but that's the price for the stock that they're trying to get it to. I think it'll probably be, $150, $200. But I mean, you talk about 250 million times, $200. Was that 5 trillion? No, 500.
I think
5 billion.
Yeah, I mean that's a huge chunk of change. It really is. That's a huge chunk of change. I don't know, man. I wonder though, with the way the retail market is right now, I wonder if their sales will be a little depressed at first until the game starts really getting popular with streamers. Because a lot of folks.
The thing. Right, it's got to be good, especially if you wait this long. If you put out something that's just kind of trash, then you're done. Right, you're done.
Yeah, and so you might see a little bit of a wait and see game with the numbers. You might see that.
Yeah, the pre-orders should be pretty big, though, I imagine.
I would imagine.
And then it'll get released. We'll have pre-release. The streamers always get early access, right? So. Yeah. We'll see some of that starting to come out in like September, October. And then, it'll hit the street and it'll either come out like as the biggest game of all time or, or something short of that. But either way, I think the investors who own shares in this company are finally going to get a payoff for all the, their patience over 13 years of waiting for a new game to come out. My Lord.
Yeah, making people wait this long, it better be the best game ever made. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember World of Warcraft back in its heyday had something like 100 million people playing the game. And the trick to this is that those were monthly subscriptions. So they were all paying like $15, $20 a month. And you did the math on it, and it was like $750 million a month in subscriptions that they were making. Blizzard. Shocking amounts of money. The gaming industry is crazy. It's as big as the movie industry, if not bigger nowadays. Yeah. And it really makes sense that it is because it doesn't get as destroyed by the wokeness out there. I mean, this is Grand Theft Auto. You try to introduce woke into it, and you're going to piss off everybody.
Well, the thing is what happened. This is what happened though with the gaming industry. The gaming industry went woke just like everybody else did. But what happened is the gaming creators had an alternate outlet. Independent games were already a thing. People already created independent computer games. And so these big companies lost a lot of the market share to independent creators. And now what they're reversing a lot of this woke nonsense now and trying to get some of the market share back. But this will be big for the companies the big companies that sell mainstream games. If this one pops off and has elements that everybody likes, then they'll have a model to kind of point towards. But right now, the bigger companies have not been doing so great. It's been more independent independent creators, independent game studios that have been doing the best.
Yeah, because now Steam is sort of the hub that every game has to go through. And so when you release something onto Steam, be it GTA 6 or whatever, people start reviewing it right away. And if it's just woke garbage, you get that label and you're done. So they just move right on. They don't care. There's 50 other titles they can choose from. Movies tend to be more like, here's the 2 or 3 movies that are going to be in the theaters this week. And so it has to go through that process of actually getting released and seen by millions of people before they really can make a judgment of it. And so it's almost too late at that point. They're right. They've got some money back, be it 10% of their budget or whatever it might be for some of these big hits nowadays. But with gaming, man, gaming is just instant feedback, instant loop, instant. Immediately what you did right and wrong, and they're not shy to tell you. And they do it, through Steam, which is where everybody goes, so there's no hiding from it, right?
Yeah.
Like even Rotten Tomatoes, you got to pull it up and look at it,
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Yeah. With Steam, it's right. You go to load up your game, and the Steam console is right there, and it has ratings on the game and everything. So, it is. It actually probably saved the gaming industry to have an independent place like that for games to go to, because had they been as closed off as Hollywood, the woke probably would have destroyed every gaming company.
Yeah, and you just need that central hub that people can trust. You go there, you're not downloading a virus. It's a million people have bought and played it, and it's all rated up and safe. Whereas if you go outside that universe, and you're kind of on your own. But let's see, we got a few minutes left before we go to break. I hate to even dive into that one or that one. I got some bombshells here, man. It's hard to touch on some of these. Okay, here's one we can do in 2 minutes. The Supreme Court unanimously voted to weaken the law that prevents people who use cannabis from owning guns. So if you have a weapon and you're a recreational user of cannabis on a regular basis, that is no longer grounds for you to lose your Second Right Amendment. Whereas up till this point in time, that was the case. Doc, what say you?
Awesome. It's great. I think it creates an opportunity for people to express their Second Amendment rights when maybe they wouldn't have gone and bought a gun before because they had to check that little box on the reporting sheet that they did drugs, and that gets you rejected. So now you don't have to check that little box if you're a cannabis user, and you can express your Second Amendment rights as God intended.
It's like saying to somebody, if you have a scotch after work, you can't own a gun.
Basically.
Right? If you like to come home and have a nice scotch on the rocks, you can't own a gun. And if you ask me, alcohol is 10 times more dangerous than marijuana on any day of the week. So this, to me, is probably a good thing in 99% of the cases. There's always that one kid who's never tried it before and, gets high, tries to drive a car or whatever, and tragedy follows. But for the vast majority of people out there, if you just take a puff or two after work, it's not a big deal. You're not crazy. What was that movie?
Reefer Madness. Yeah.
Reefer Madness. There you go. That's not a thing, folks. It's not real.
No.
And that law was a relic of those days. So anyway, folks, we've got to go to break again. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
We're on radio break.
Excellent. Yeah, that's the law that they used to convict Hunter Biden.
Yep.
That got overturned.
Although crack is not really, what we're talking about here.
True. We're not talking about crack, but it's going to open the door for basically anyone not being able to have their gun taken away just because they're in possession of drugs and their gun rights. And I think as difficult as it is for some conservatives to understand why that's necessary, It is for everyone to have their rights and be able to express them. They have to apply to everyone. If we don't allow them to apply, then you create these pockets where the government can come in and do things that are going to take other rights away from people who don't deserve to have their rights taken away. That's why due process is such an important thing to the way that our system is set up with our rights being constitutionally protected. It's so important that we do things legitimately. So if someone's going to lose their gun rights, it's got to be on an individual basis. It can't be on a sweeping basis.
Yeah. Oh my God! Did you see this video of Kamala Harris wanting to make hope a verb? She said it should be a verb.
No, I try to avoid hearing her speak at all costs.
Okay.
Switching rooms.
Yeah. Willie.
Oh, Willie.
Willie, we're switching rooms.
Switch room.
We're gonna switch rooms. Hang up.
Yeah, Willie, hang up. Hang up and come back in about 2 minutes.
All right. We'll be right back with the second hour and Willie with more Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Stick around. We got more to come. Another hour. Yes. Let me get everything up and rolling again. There we go. Okay, here we go.
All right. Where's Willie?
Let's call him. He's gonna say, no one called me.
Send me the link.
Send me a link.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What?
Willie's going to be late.
Holy crap. I just noticed I could take Mark's image and move it, swipe it left or right, and to scroll.
Mm-hmm.
I can pan left or right. Interesting. I never noticed that.
Yep.
Oh no. Yeah. Come on, Willie. You're gonna miss it.
He goes, where are you all? I said, right where you were before. Just join the call.
Click the same link.
It's the same link. Yes.
He's just got to we just got to tell him, don't join till after the start of, you know what I mean, until 7 o'clock on the nose or whatever time it is for him.
Yeah. Oh,
There
he
There you go.
maybe.
Hey.
Hi, y'all killing me, man.
You just joined in like 2 minutes too early, man.
Yeah. Well, hey, be like that sometimes, man. I reckon. I got Dane Bramage, right?
Yeah. Just wait till your clock says 900, no 1000, right? What time is it there? 10 o'clock?
No, 9. Oh, no. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock there.
Yeah, he's East
On the
Coast.
East Coast, yeah.
So yeah, if it says it's 3 minutes to, that's too early.
Mm-hmm.
I Doc 69. How are you?
Doing well, Willie. How about you?
Oh man, another beautiful day in paradise, man.
Heck yeah.
I'm watching
Good for
all
you.
this mess that's going on with the reflecting pool. Oh, that's a mess.
He'll get it fixed. And I'll tell you, a bunch of people going to jail too for doing that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know.
Well, his contractor already went to jail or was accused of a bunch of stuff at one point in time.
Oh, yeah. He was a looker, wasn't he, Willie?
Huh?
Do you see the picture of him?
Yeah, he looks like the Penguin from Batman. Yeah, a big fat cigar.
He looks like a comic book villain.
Yeah, ain't no joke.
Hmm.
That's exactly what he looks like. And get this, he runs what was it called? Greenwater. That's the name of his company is Greenwater.
Well, that's just ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty pathetic.
Yeah, let's see. I'm looking at it. Here's the article. It says you can't make this up. The guy is a Trump donor neighbor in Palm Beach. He pled guilty to a felony charge of conspiring to bribe a congressman. Donated $350,000 to PAC supporting Trump since 2016. Trump said, "Oh, he's a fantastic man," and the guy owns Green Water Solutions, the company that got a no-bid contract for the reflecting pool renovation.
Yeah. I'm just surprised the Army Corps of Engineers didn't get that.
Yeah, that's a very that's a little odd. I find that a little odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then Trump,
same with-
wouldn't have.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying Trump wouldn't have got anybody to do his Mar-a-Lago pools and his golf cart pools for free.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that his pools are green. 30 seconds, fellas. What, we only have one night of what Yotivation Nation? Oh my goodness.
Her microphone, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what's going on with that either. It's frustrating.
She was perfect on here for years, and then all of a sudden,
Yep.
just like...
Here's your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're live and back on the radio side for the second hour right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Hour 2. And boy, do we have a good one for you tonight. We've got on the phone live from Waldo, Florida, or is it Sandy Run, South Carolina? One of the two. He jumps back and forth so often between them. We've got Willie from Willie's Worm Farm, where he makes worm-based hot dogs. That's right, worm-based hot dogs. If I understand correctly, he's selling them mostly to the European markets. And then you also run Willie's Cricket Emporium, based in Sandy Run, South Carolina, where you make cricket flour.
Yeah.
But you also make milk from cockroaches.
Yeah, man.
Milk. And you also sell pea jugs.
That's right.
There you go. So
Don't forget the Tupperware.
Willie Lee, our next host guest tonight, Willie Lee.
Yeah, man. I thought you was gonna forget about me selling pea jugs, man. Hey, I'm just fresh back from Washington D.C., man. Hey, they got a, they got a reflecting pool up there. Hey, it's greener than the swamps down in Waldo. I ain't gonna lie. We thinking about doing alligators, man. Hey, you can put a bunch of gators in that reflecting pool, and we're gonna have alligator races, man. Come on. Alligator.
Mhm.
Hey, you
Be a
got to
good
have
place to throw
ideas.
the criminals too.
Yeah. Hey, that ain't the first time. Hey, I've been researching it, man. Hey, did you know that there was a president? Well, you might have known this, or might not have noted, or forgot you noted, or whatever. But hey, there was a president one time. He kept the alligator in the bathtub, in the White House. That ain't no lie. Hey, then there was another president. His son had a pet alligator that used to run around on the White House lawn, man. Them people had good ideas. I'm telling you. Yeah, and I'm looking at it right here. John Quincy Adams kept an alligator in the White House bathtub. And the alligator used to belong to some French dude named Marquis de Lafayette. And he's he kept the alligator in the bathtub. That's funny right there. I don't care who you are. Come on.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah.
That is something you wouldn't like expect when you open a bathroom door and turn on the light, you know?
Yeah, I know,
Straight out
I
of
no doubt
Jumanji.
about it, man. But no, man. Hey, life is good. Hey, just crazy stuff going on in the news, man. Hey, I keep up with the news. Hey, did y'all? Hey, did y'all see your brother? Your brother Donald Trump went down there and signed a piece of paper, surrender to Iran. He said, "Look at here." He said, "We ain't gonna bomb you no more, and we're gonna give you $325 billion on top of that, and we'll call it quits." Iran looking at us like we crazy or something, man. Hey, here's what I want to
Yeah,
know. Look
it's
at
going to
here.
be interesting to see how that all plays out because I'm not very pleased with what I'm seeing at this point in time. I don't get it. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. He might just be literally saying, hey, we want out of this stuff by the 4th of July. We want out, period. So just make it end for now and at least make it look like it's over until, August or something when he can step back up and go back in there. I don't know. This peace treaty, this MOA that they're talking about sounds ridiculous.
It was a surrender. Surrender. Hey, I look at the news and I look at it all over the place. It was a surrender. And it was funny because they did it in the same place where the Germans surrendered in that palace called
Versailles.
Versailles. Yeah, it's called
Yeah.
Versailles Palace or something right there in France.
Versailles.
Hey, and they sat there at the same exact table that the Germans sat at when they surrendered. I'm sitting
You
there
know,
looking at it.
Macron did that to him on purpose. You know he did because
Yeah,
Trump doesn't
yeah,
read history, so you know
yeah.
Macron did that to him on purpose.
He did,
Hmm.
man. He set him up. Ah,
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie, he set him up. Hey, and Trump, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I like Donald Trump. I'm telling you, man. Hey, he means well. He's a good guy, but some of this mess, it just don't make any sense. Hey, and I tell y'all what, man. I just top it off, just sitting there saying to myself, well, hey, you know what, man? Hey, there's things that's going on that I ain't got no clue about. But for the average person, man. Hey, we paying $4 and $5 for a gallon of gasoline, man. Hey, it's hard to even go down to the grocery store, much less all these people got to go to work every day and they got to travel to work and then back from work and then people's going on vacations and stuff like that. Hey, I'm looking at it, man. Hey, do y'all know that a gallon of diesel fuel costs $6 or $7 to a gallon? Hey, and them diesel trucks, they don't get but about 6 to 7 miles to a gallon. They lucky if they get 7 miles to a gallon. They probably
We're
average
talking like
about,
an 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
well, yeah, 18-wheeler, man, a big old truck. And all them fuel costs, whenever you go down to the Walmart, that way you're paying higher prices down there at the Walmart and Aldi's
Oh, yeah.
and all these other places and the Dollar General because it costs a lot of money to transport that stuff, man. Hey, I've been looking at
Now,
it and it just don't
the
make any
silver
sense.
lining here is that
Yeah,
gas did drop quite a bit. It's down to 80. That was 75, went back up to about 80. On this uncertainty, we're going to see where it goes tomorrow. But Yeah, this was looking really positive here for a couple of days, but now
Yeah.
Iran's not meeting. JD Vance is standing there holding his you know what in his hand, and there really doesn't seem to be much of a path forward at this point in time. From what I've seen, Iran has pretty much stepped away from it and said we don't want any surrender from you. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just walk away and let them shoot each other. It's not our
Yeah,
problem.
Hey, then you got that other guy. He's sitting there bombing that other country, man. And Donald Trump is telling him, man, y'all need to quit that mess. And he don't care. He's still going to bomb that Lebanon, what you call it, man. And Iran's
Yeah.
like, hey, y'all need to quit doing that. So we ain't got no deal no more. So now all the FUD, I can't even talk straight. Now all of a sudden the strait is closed again. So whatever treaty or surrender that we did, man, hey, it didn't take. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting the
like-
strait open is paramount. They need to do
Yeah.
it immediately, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Hey, but hey, that's what's the goings on. But all I can do is sit here and worry about my farms and try to make a living. Man, I ain't making no money, man. Hey, we come up with an idea. Hey, Doc. Hey, Doc.
Hey, what's
listen.
up, Willie? What's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah, hey, man. Hey, I got an idea. Bowling ball golf, man. Hey, this ain't never been thunk of before because I looked it up
Hold on. I got an idea for you, Willie.
What?
You got cockroaches with cockroach milk, and
Yeah,
see all of these Europeans are coming over here to get their ranch, right? And I say we make ranch dressing out of cockroach milk. And what did you call it, John?
What
was our brand?
Roach milk, ranch.
Roach Ranch.
Cock Ranch.
That's
Cock Ranch. That's the name. Cock Ranch.
Cock Ranch. Cock Ranch.
I'm thinking that's our next move. That's our next move.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, you got to have ideas, man. That's a good idea. Hey, but look at here. Hey, no, seriously, man. I mean, not that you wasn't serious, 'cause I know you serious, but hey, $100, man. If you send me 100, that's all I need. 'Cause it's all good. Got all my money tied up. Hey, all y'all out there in Radio Land don't know, man. Hey, I am rich. Hey, they say Elon Musk is the first trillionaire. Hey, yeah, that come out in the news too this week or last week or something or another, man. Elon Musk is the first trillionaire, man. I'm telling you, first trillionaire. Hey, but I got billions of dollars too, man. Hey, but it's all good. Got all my money tied up. I think it's all good crooked, man. He got money, but he won't release nothing to me. I told him the other day, man, I talked to him on the phone. I said, man, you got to release some money to me. And he told me he would, but he didn't. But I just need $100.
He's got it all tied up in those lava flows. That's what's the problem.
Yeah, you're invested, really.
Mm-hmm. That's what he said, man. He said Hawaii is making more land, and he's buying up the land that Hawaii is making, man. And he said he's going to buy it up and put hotels and resorts and stuff on it. I don't know. Hey, but I need to get back to this idea, man. Hey, bowling ball golf, man. I looked it up. There ain't no such a thing. People has tried to take golf clubs and make them bigger and stuff and hit bowling balls and knock them in a hole. Hey, but what if you had a big old 40 acres and you put some big old holes in the ground? You get one of these big old hole diggers, these augers, what they call them, man. Hey, V4's got a good one. Yeah. Hey, no, these ain't glory holes, man. They're smaller than that. Hey, but I'll tell y'all about some glory holes here in just a minute. But look at here, you take them augers and you dig your holes in the ground, and then you find you a place and you roll that ball toward the hole, and you do the whole 18 or 19 or 20 holes, whatever it is, man. Hey, I'm telling you that would be a good idea. Hey, just 40 acres, man. And I got the swampland down here. Hey, but I need advertising, man. So Doc 69, hey, just send me $100. $100 will put me down for a billboard out on the side of the highway down here in Sandy Run, South Carolina. Yeah, y'all look it up on the map. Sandy Run, South Carolina. Hey, it's one of the greatest places in South Carolina. Hey, and I'm gonna buy one of these fields down there. Old man Wolf has got a field, and I'm gonna buy that field from him, and I'm going to turn it into a bowling ball golf field, man. Hey, but you ain't got to use no sticks.
I don't think that's going to go because the balls don't roll on the dirt. They're just going to stick in the mud in the swamp.
No. Hey, you just got to throw them real hard, man. Hey, not really.
I think you need a cannon. You need a cannon. Put them in a cannon.
How far
and
can
then
you
shoot 'em.
throw a bowling ball on grass, right? Like, how far can you? Yeah, a cannon might be a good idea, or
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
trebuchet.
Hey, see there? That's why we need to get together and collaborate and figure out how to do this the right way, man. Hey, because that's a better idea. You could have like these asphalt paths or something like that to the holes, man, to where the ball will roll better. Yeah, the last hole. That's good. Hey, that's a good idea right there. You got to have ideas, man. Hey, you take that cannonball, the last hole, you shoot it out of a cannon. Hey, that's funny right there. That's a good idea. Hey, yeah,
Telling
you
you.
got to have ideas. I'm telling you, come on.
That's true. You do. If you don't have ideas, you're out of luck.
I feel like I'm in an episode of what Idiocracy was a movie.
Oh man,
That's a
hey,
good
I
movie.
sent that to you. Hey, did you see that? Hey, did you see? I sent that to you about Brondo. About how they filled the reflecting pool up with Brondo. Hey,
I did see
They got
that.
the lime flavor.
yeah. Hey, did you see that? I sent it to you.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah, I showed it to you, man. Brondo, Idiocracy. Hey, I'm telling you, hey, all y'all out there in
That's
Radio
funny,
Land
buddy.
don't know, man. Hey, that movie, Idiocracy, man. I can't even say it. Hey, that was one of the best movies of all time. That was
Because
I
it's a
was Trump.
documentary. It's not a movie.
Yeah, it's a documentary. I just like that UFC fight, and then that dude. Hey, y'all talk about that? That guy Hokit, man. He come out, and last thing he said was Michelle Obama was a man. I said there thinking, no,
Glorious.
you didn't go that route, man. And now the Obama said they gonna sue him. Hey, but then when they sue him, they got to prove that it's so or ain't so, right?
You would think.
Um,
You would think. I mean, the French lady didn't sue Candace yet because, I mean,
mhm.
just saying.
No, I thought she did, man. I thought that.
I don't, is that
I
still
thought she
going
did,
on?
too.
I thought they dropped that lawsuit.
Yeah, I don't know, but something. Yeah, they did drop it, man. They was gonna sue Candace, and Candace said she was gonna stick by what she said, and they dropped the lawsuit because they was gonna have to prove it otherwise, and they couldn't do it.
I'm just saying. Look, I have never seen a picture of Michelle Obama pregnant. That's all I'm saying.
Ain't nobody seen no picture of him pregnant. Yeah. Hey, hey, but it was White House officials confirmed the green reflection pool contains Brondo. We replaced the water because Brondo has electrolytes. It's what algae craves. Besides, water belongs in toilets. That was the meme that I seen. That's what I sent you, man. Hey, and then I sent you the thing. You don't never get back with me, man. Hey, I
If they'd
seen
have
you
sent
this
the
stuff.
blueberry, if they'd used the blue flavored Brondo, it would all be good. Instead, they used the lime, though, right? The green.
Yeah, green, man, green. And then I showed you about how surrender documents were signed at Versailles. Trump surrenders to the Iranian regime. That's what the news said, man. Hey, did you see that? That's what I sent you. You don't never
Yeah,
respond to,
yeah.
hey, man, hey, I'm gonna get a
I gotta say
complex,
that
man.
you're obviously quoting the left wing media with the title like that, but even the right wing media is very critical of what is going on there,
It's
and
it's, it's true
it's
though,
interesting.
man.
I mean, the MOU that we talked about on Wednesday night had nothing in it about any of Iran's terrorist proxies that they fund around the Middle East. And now suddenly, Trump is saying, "Hey, you can't fund Hezbollah anymore," which is, obviously a terrorist group in Lebanon, which is why Israel is moving in there to eliminate them from southern Lebanon, so they don't have bombs raining down on them all the time. So, yeah, now Trump is demanding that even they're talking about having Syrian forces go down and push through and secure southern Lebanon so that they can't come back. But that was not in the original MOU that we discussed on Wednesday. So, this thing is dynamic, it's changing, and it seems like Trump is really pissed, really, really pissed that this isn't coming together. And so something's going to happen here very quickly to remind everyone that they need to sign this thing and end this, sooner than later, and that extremely generous with the terms, so much so that many people here, are calling it, like you said on the far left, a surrender document.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the people love it. Like 60% of people are fine with the deal. Like in polls,
Yeah,
like people who are
60%.
like that. They,
No,
they
hey,
just want to get out. They want to leave.
no, hey,
Yeah.
they got countries lining up begging the United States to bomb us next. That ain't no lie. Hey, little islands out there in the South Pacific, they like, bomb us next. Bomb us next. What is something about Wag the Dog or something, some movie, man?
Yep.
It's like if you want to get rich, if you want to get a lot of money all of a sudden, declare war on the United States. Because after it's all said and done with, they're going to send you pallets full of money, man.
Well, that's all. If that's all it takes, I declare war. Can I have my money back?
That's what I was thinking about, man. Waldo, Florida, man. Hey, we're down here in Waldo. Hey, bomb us next, man. I'm going to declare my farm its own country. Hey, bomb me. Hey, and then afterwards, man, y'all can send me billions of dollars to help repair everything. You did like $20 worth of damage, but I want $1 billion to repair it. That's what it boils down to.
Got to fix those glory holes.
Hi, glory hole. Hey, that's what we were
you'll
talking
get a
about
whole
earlier,
bunch
man.
of new glory holes is what you'll end up with, some giant ones.
Yeah, hey, craters, man. Look at here. Save me from digging them, man. How for all y'all out there in radio land don't know, man, hey, I got these glory holes. Hey, I'm digging a bunch of them up here in Sandy Run, South Carolina, too, man. Hey, and the college kids, they come up from Gainesville down there in Waldo, and they jump off the outbuildings, and they jump off into the water, and they holler, glory hole!
You're a silly man.
You
Willie.
only
You're
knew what
silly.
they were really up to, Willie, in those outbuildings.
One Aunt Mama Lou's sister's husband got arrested last week, man. He was peeing in the pool. He was peeing in the deep end down there at the pool. How they arrested him? He
Did
was
they have
standing
that
on the
color in the pool? Did they have that
Yeah,
little
no,
dye? Yeah.
no, but problem was he wasn't in the pool. He was on the edge of the pool. He didn't care.
Oh, that'll do it every time. They prefer that you jump in so you don't flash anybody when you're peeing. They don't want you to pee from the edge.
Yeah.
Learned that the hard way myself. Yeah.
Here's what I want to know, man. Hey, did y'all see that B-52 bomber? It crashed. There wasn't nothing left of it, man. It pulverized it. There was not an engine, not a wheel, nothing, man. Just a big old black smoky spot in the ground. Did y'all see that?
I did.
No, I did not.
Yeah, man.
It's reminiscent of that airplane on 9/11 in Pennsylvania.
I was Flight 93. I remember it. Like there wasn't nothing there, and it's just like the plane there that went into the Pentagon. There wasn't no wreckage from that sucker neither. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it an airplane that hit the Pentagon though? Really? I don't know.
Oh man, hey, look at him. Hey, don't get into that conspiracy theory stuff, man. Hey, I didn't come to the conclusion.
No, we have 30 seconds before the break. Let's dive into that.
There ain't nothing. There ain't no such thing as a conspiracy theory. Our government loves us, and
all I'm saying is Building 7 didn't kill itself. I'm just saying.
And there wasn't even no such thing as Building 7, man. That was a hologram. That was an illusion. That was just something that was put there. It was designed. It was fake footage so that the average American people would believe that there's such a thing.
This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We have to go to break because it's exactly 7:25, not because I'm trying to censor Willie. We'll be right back.
Yeah, Flat Earth, man. Hey.
You got it in. What happened to ranch dressing?
I brought it up.
I thought ranch dressing. Everybody got the memo. It's ranch dressing now, not flat Earth.
We did the bit.
Willie.
Cockroach ranch.
Ranch dressing.
Well, I do that every show. Everybody's got to say something about like just like the words got to pop up.
Yeah,
Some random word.
random.
Ranch.
Ranch dressing.
Now there I was, man. Hey, I was down there at my pond and I was feeding my gators ranch, and then the gators come up and tried to bite my hand off.
They do like
Because
their
you
ranch.
ranched in to get something, right? Why he
Yeah,
bit
there
you.
you go. You know, hey, I got a bunch of wrenches, man. I use them to work on my cars.
I bet you that gets sticky.
Were they left-handed or right-handed?
Hey, that was something I was actually studying up on here this week, man, about right-handed and left-handed. Hey, and you ever thought about somebody whether they right-footed or left-footed? Hey, so if you use your right hand and your left hand, then they call you ambidextrous. But if you're able to use your left and your right foot, like on sports, they call you mixed-footed. That's a word, man. That's a
Or
term.
goofy foot. Or goofy. And on a snowboard or on a skateboard, it's goofy.
Yeah.
Right? And it's funny that if you get fitted for a snowboard, the first time they'll like come up and push you back, like when you're not expecting, and whatever foot you go back on is your foot that's dominant, right?
That's smart right there.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you just go up to somebody and push them, whatever foot they pull back on is their dominant foot.
Willie, did you know that Alex the monkey is left-handed? But he's not really left-handed. He's wrong-handed. Because he can use his right hand, too.
It's goofy.
Now, he's smart-handed, man. Hey,
No.
People that
Wrong
uses their
handed.
left hands is
Right.
smart folks, man.
It's either right or wrong, right?
Right or wrong? You confusing me now. I'm getting confused.
Happens.
But,
Well, that wouldn't be the
either
first
way-
time, but anyways.
Either way, man, I appreciate you guys. It's been another fun Willie day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
happy
just tell me,
Father's
but-
Day there,
That's right.
Willie.
Yeah, I had a great Father's Day. It was really nice.
Oh, we could have done a really good Father's Day skit now that I think about it. Damn.
Well, yeah.
Oh, well, you
Willie's
know,
got a
Willie.
new baby mama.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Willie ain't got no kids. Willie's still a virgin. He never been with a woman. He likes them boobies though.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Yeah. Then there's the alien mama, like Kimberly said, but that was only because Willie got probed, and he liked it.
Yeah, that happens occasionally.
Hey, Willie, because you got probed in that, are they going to release any information on you with the government dumps?
You're a good girl, Blue. You're so
Man,
a good girl.
all them government
You're a good
dumps,
girl.
man. All they're doing is showing a bunch of blurs and zips going through the sky and stuff. And we want to see the real stuff. You know, we want to see the videos of the aliens being interrogated and all that other kind of stuff, not this cheap AI stuff they got going around about how all these intergalactic, what is that thing
Yeah,
called?
anyways,
Galactic
here's your
Federation?
countdown, guys. 5,
Thanks, Willie.
4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Hour 2, for June 21st, 2026. Coming up on the massive 4th of July week celebration. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. Looking so much forward to it. Doc, what do you got going out there on the Pacific Northwest for 4th of July? They're going to have a giant parade in Portland, right?
I'm sure it'll be we'll have a naked bike ride or something. I don't know. But we'll probably end up going to some sort of fireworks and maybe doing a little barbecue. I think the sun has off that day, so something along those lines. But out here, it's very weird. Some people absolutely love 4th of July and all the stuff, and then of course you have the lefties who cry about it the whole time. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how many neighborhood fireworks we get. We usually get a pretty big display right here on our block.
Nice. Illegal, I hope. Illegal.
Oh, of course. The only way to do it.
Yeah. I remember a few years ago they banned fireworks in LA, and remember the number of fireworks that went off? Did you see those clips?
Yes, I did. Yes, that is how it would be if they tried to make fireworks illegal here as well.
Yeah, it was insane. I mean, just the whole city was just a sea of fireworks.
Yep.
And you know, it just showed you that there are patriotic people out there. You know, there are people that, you know, and then there's a lot of people that just think it's the 4th of July is a day to party with friends and you happen to watch fireworks. But, you know, they associate nothing with the history of the United States when they celebrate that day, which is a shame.
Well, that's kind of the American way, though, isn't it? Blow stuff up and celebrate. I mean, that's America right there.
That's right.
So, as long as you're celebrating, even if you don't understand the history, as long as you're celebrating the day, I'll count you in the group. You're fine.
Yeah, I just wish you knew what country we declared our independence from, what year maybe.
Yeah,
you know?
well, I mean, that's asking a lot considering our schooling these days.
It is. It is. Yeah. It's the schools are falling apart and there's just no way around it, folks. You can, you know, sugarcoat it all you want, but our schools are in big, big trouble in America. And it's sad. What do you get for your tax money, man? You know, they're talking about Bill Maher was on the other night talking about California and the taxes. And, you know, one of the guys co-hosts like, oh, but, you know, you get the beautiful weather and, you know, well, wait a minute, time out. My taxes pay for the beautiful weather? How does that work?
Oh, they're admitting to weather modification now. Uh-oh.
Yeah. No, but then he goes on and says, well, the schools are great. He's like, you're not K through 12. He's like, well, no. Our colleges are really good. UCLA, you know, the University of California. But from what I'm seeing, they're letting in about 1/3 of their freshman class, which isn't even like proficient in reading. They can't read.
Yeah.
By not proficient, I mean illiterate. They can maybe read a McDonald's menu. Hamburger. Oh, I know that word. But
Yeah.
Whopper? Can I get a Whopper?
Yeah, it's not really funny. I mean, it's funny to laugh at people who do that, but it's not really funny because it's pretty much every school up and down the West Coast, unless it's a private school. All of the K through 12s up and down the West Coast are terrible. They changed the standards. They allowed teachers to pass kids without being able to read, without being able to do math. They completely eliminated the testing standards here in Oregon, so you don't even need to pass the test to graduate. So yeah, I mean it's devastating actually. We have like you said, like 1/3 of the kids coming out of school are basically illiterate.
Mm-hmm. And you know, forget about algebra. You know, long division, stuff like the real easy stuff is really where the levels they're at. It's they're getting to these classes and they're in no way ready to take like college level algebra 1 or 2. You know, they're still not even ready to take high school algebra, let alone geometry, calculus, any of that stuff. So it's just they're setting themselves up to. You go to a bad school. I mean, they changed the admission standards to just be about like 80% of it is about your lifestyles and where you came from and the hardship you had to go through every day. And they don't really care. They don't even use SATs and ACTs anymore, you know? So they're getting a crop of people in there and prioritizing them in such a way that it's really setting them up for failure. It's going to be really, really difficult for them to get through. And what are they going to end up with? A ton of debt and no education. You know? They're really
bunch of the universities. Yeah, a bunch of the universities, it's gotten so bad. A bunch of them are bringing back the SAT tests to get in. They're having such a hard time getting students that actually know the material and like don't have to take intro level classes to even be ready for their. So they're bringing back those standards because of that. And it's. You have to have some sort of standard to get into a university. And if you don't hold the high school kids up to that standard, then they're never going to be prepared. And it affects the entire society. It's not just those kids that are affected.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to push a kid through high school and then they go out and they've got a high school degree. Okay, whatever. But when you push them through University of, California, Berkeley or something, and now you're an actual business and you had just hired someone from UC Berkeley and they come to the office and they're basically still illiterate. They just got pushed through the system. They don't know how to do any basic skills. Like suddenly you can't hire anyone from UC Berkeley anymore. The last two people I had in there were just like they sucked. They weren't educated in any way, shape, or form. They couldn't read contracts or, take a look at any sort of a legal agreement or make a sale or do whatever it needs for them to be able to do to get through their day-to-day job as an employee of a company. And so you suddenly just start saying, wow, the entire University of California system is no longer accessible for me to hire. As a lot of people now are saying they don't want anyone from Harvard and a lot of these Ivy League schools because they're too woke. You're going to put them in your HR department and you're screwed. You're hiring a nightmare.
Yep. I mean, even at the low level, at my son's shop where he works, they have a hard time bringing in guys that can work 8 and 10 hours a day in a car shop. And it's not because they're not willing to work. It's because they don't have any self-direction. They don't know how to do anything themselves. They have to be babysat through everything they do. And it makes it really hard to hire people. That's the kind of people these colleges and high schools are producing. That they don't know how to do anything on their own. They're completely coddled all the way through. And so once they're faced with real world challenges, they're stuck. They have no ability to solve problems and work on their own. It's a sad reality of our educational system, unfortunately.
Exactly. As another great example, Kamala Harris, 2024 Democrat presidential candidate, said on stage in public to a bunch of people that the word hope should be changed to a verb. Okay, you guys need context here? You want context? I'll give you the whole quote. I really, truly believe this, she said. We have light inside of us, and we need to know what inspires our hope and yada, yada, external to ourselves. And when we feel not allowed an election or I need to campaign, dampen the light instead of light that, again, this is just gobbledygook. Moments of darkness that we need to act on that hope, but we inspire the hope in each other, and particularly at this moment. It's so important that we not only have hope, but we understand that it should be a verb. Hope should be a verb. Hope is a verb.
I was scratching my head a little bit. I'm like, isn't hope like? I mean, it can be a noun, as when you're saying someone has hope. They
okay, if your name is hope. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Adjective.
Hope came over for dinner last night. I hope she comes back soon.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like it can.
One's a noun, one's a verb.
But like when you're in the act of having hope, that makes it a verb. I think.
You're hoping, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a verb all day, unless it's someone's proper name, right? But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, there are a few exceptions outside of that, but like for the most part, she's just not a bright individual, though. Like she's one of these people that got to her position because of other skills, not intellectual skills.
Yeah, I mean, she got a law degree.
Yeah, I mean, kind of.
Yeah, and she was the vice president.
Well, I mean, we've already seen that doesn't take talent. We have plenty of vice presidents with no talent.
But, just another product of the California Educational Department. Granted, it was, 30 years ago. But still,
I mean,
we get there.
She's still a communist, so.
Still a communist. Speaking of, Cuba is announcing that they're going to be embracing the free market to a much larger degree. And they're sort of modeling it off of China's experience with it, where they're going to allow certain more levels of free markets, more levels of people being able to start businesses, foreign investments, especially from, or specifically from Cubans who have moved overseas, people of Cuban descent who want to invest there. And they might get some traction on this. It could be what it takes to end a lot of the sanctions they're up against. And, if they can really go to a large degree to try to make this market open. However, they are openly calling it modeled after China, which is going to keep them solidly in that communist, dictatorship realm, while China, again, took advantage of capitalism to grow their economy and grow their people out of poverty. They embrace capitalism on that side, but still are communist when it comes down to, at the end of the day, what time dinner is and what time bedtime is and where you're going to work and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? They're still daddy.
Yeah, China really adopted more. They what I would call China now is more fascistic than they are communist. They're much more fascistic these days as they shifted. But it's still socialism. It's still totalitarianism. And I think what I really think this is Cuba trying not to get invaded. I think they realized that if they didn't make some concessions and open up their markets and perhaps allow investment from the United States to come in, they were never going to get the blockade released and probably going to get invaded. They were probably going to catch a case of Venezuela. So I think this is the only move that they had. I think if the people in power wanted to keep some power, this is the only chance that they had, is opening up their economy.
Free and fair elections, man. A good constitution. That's what they really need. And the people, again, down there, they need to do it. It's brutal, though, because, again, we, always kind of discount how big of an army a country like Cuba is going to have and how many guns they have and how few guns the people have. Because, of course, the first thing you do is take away the guns.
Yep.
So you have an unarmed citizenship that is, going to have to cater to whatever you do, much like the UK. There was a guy out there from the UK doing one of these walk-alongs as part of the World Cup in America, and he said, we're just neutered. In the UK, they took away our guns. We can't do anything. We're getting railroaded. And he's like, you come over to America and you see that an armed populace is one that you just can't railroad like this. What can they do in the UK? Nothing.
Yep.
They're toast. You try to go door to door. Sorry, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, it's the first thing they did in Cuba when the communists took over. Is they took everyone's guns. That's the first thing they did. So yeah. I mean, that's
everywhere.
Once you disarm the population, you can force them to do anything.
Exactly, and it's encouraging to see Cuba taking these steps. I hope they go full route with this. You know what I mean? I really hope they take it to the next level and really put themselves in a position where they can start seeing some prosperity and seeing the, incomes rise and food on the table for everyone. They always raved about their great healthcare, but I hope they actually find themselves in a place where their country can afford to really give them healthcare. I mean, the people who rave about Cuba's healthcare are the rich. If you're going to go over there and you've got millions of dollars, sure, they probably give you pretty decent health care. If you're in the government and you're up there, yeah. But if you're just an average person and you get cancer, good luck. Good luck with that in Cuba. They don't have the money. So if they have actually had the money to treat people, maybe it could become sort of a shining example of what that sort of a dictatorship can do in a limited situation. But at the same time, until they give their people freedom, we can't ever really take them seriously or work with them to any degree. You need to have free people. You can't live under communism, period. It's not allowable. That's the line in the sand you never cross. You don't work with communist countries.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's. I think you've isolated that population for so long. I don't think you could just jump out of it. I think you're going to have to slow roll it. It's going to have to take generations of people getting, like you said, under the current system, gaining some wealth with this opening of the markets, and then their children being like, well, I want more, and fighting for more and getting more open. It's probably going to take 5 or 6 generations for Cuba to turn over into a more capitalistic society. But there's so many good Cubans outside of the country that are very much anti-communist, and I think that you'll see a lot of money flow back in once it does open up, and that could be the real, because that's what happened with China. Once the money started rolling in, they wanted more of a free society. Now they still like their rigidness over there, but there is more freedom than there was during, say, Mao's time, for example, when they took people and just sent them out to the fields to die.
And, if they could all have our American Constitution, they would take it in a heartbeat. Almost anyone on the planet would take our Constitution. It's the one thing that separates. Why are we so wealthy? Is it that we're just so much smarter and better than everyone else in the world? No, we just have a system of government in place that allows us to thrive, allows us to own things, and does its best to get rid of corruption and all those types of things. And when you get into these communist countries, it's all about the corruption. That is what makes it run, nepotism and corruption. And there's really no way around it. It's inherent in the system. So you give people freedom, fair elections, and they at least have a chance, limit the government and define the rules, and, you have a chance. But without that, anyway, we're getting into the last little bit of the show here, and we've got one of the biggest stories left we haven't covered yet, which is Tulsi Gabbard. Stepped down from her role as DNI. And on the way out, she burned everything in her wake and basically threw Fauci to the wolves. She's got all the scoops. She released it all. They were funding all these different labs in how many different countries. And he lied to Congress. He specifically wrote a paper saying that this was no worse than a bad flu, and then went to Congress and said it was the worst thing ever. And on and on and on. Doc, I know you got a lot to say on this, so add what you'd like to it, man.
Well, the great thing about this is we now know for a fact that this was a biological weapons program that was being developed in a Chinese lab, violating the laws that we had developed in this country. So they shipped it over to China to do it. We now know that they hid everything along the way, and then used it to their advantage to take control of the government and shut everything down, and most likely took advantage to get rid of Trump in 2020 by getting mail-in ballots. So we have a clear outline of everything they did to cover up their malfeasance. We need to arrest people. I don't care if somebody has a pardon. I don't care if the statute of limitations ran out. Arrest them. Find a crime, charge them, put them in jail. If they don't do that, this will end up being more demoralizing than good. And that is my one fear. I'm glad this is out there, but me and you, us people who listen to this show, we knew this already. We knew all of this stuff. But now that it's out in public record and public view, people need to be punished.
Big time. And these are very, very, very serious crimes that carry extremely serious punishments. And this hammer needs to drop on some major, major people so that this never happens again. Or at least, if they're thinking about doing it in the future, they've got a very recent example of somebody who is in jail now for life because of their involvement in the exact scheme they're considering doing again. And trust me, the swine flu, how many things have they made up over the last year that, could be the next, big major virus? I mean, they're dying to release this on us again. They'd love it, especially if this MAGA ball keeps rolling. If we don't ever see the Agenda 2030, 2040, 2050, come to fruition, at some point they're going to get desperate enough to say, screw it. If they don't want to succumb to this on their own, we'll force it with a mass event, a mass extinction event.
Yeah. And that's the danger of having these kind of programs. That's the entire danger of having these kind of programs, is that you get rogue individuals in agencies that don't have enough oversight, and they get doing things like this, and the next thing you know, you have a new manufactured disease on the horizon that everybody's in danger from because nobody has any kind of defense against it, right? And that's the danger of these programs. It's not that the leaks are dangerous. Accidents happen, but The real danger is the rogue actors like Fauci who get in there and do things for the benefit of power, for the benefit of money, for the benefit of status within the groups they work with, and that's the danger. I actually think we should take this all into the AI space. All of our biological research should all be done in computers in an environment on an AI machine. We shouldn't be doing this in biological warfare labs anymore.
In the real world, do it in virtual labs. Yeah, that are locked down from a million ways in every single direction.
Yeah, I think doing physical work like this anymore is just, it's been proven for a fact too dangerous. Our government accidentally killed millions of people.
I mean, if they really made COVID in a lab, I mean, that's just a level of evil. Granted, it was just a bad flu, but it's still just a level of evil to make something like that can get out and do that kind of damage. It's just shocking. But, they've got the evidence now. It's all out. On her way out the door, she left a burning dumpster fire in her office that we have to put out now. It's smoking up the whole place. You can't ignore it. Fauci's guilty. A lot of other people are guilty. And they need to go down. They understood what they were doing. They understood they were lying. And, again, this is one of the biggest stories, and it's getting no coverage anywhere. But this is one of the biggest, stories of the last decade.
Yeah. This is as shocking, I think, how deep it went. This is as bad as Watergate, if not worse.
Mm-hmm. It affected so many people. The fact that the government took... if they'd have just let this thing run and said, yeah, it's a bad flu year, stay away from your grandma if you're sick. Okay, great. But they didn't. They shut everything down for damn near 2 years, and really changed the fabric of America, changed everything. I mean, how many mom and pop restaurants went out of business? How many billionaires got to be, multi-billionaires?
Yep.
It benefited the ultra rich and killed everything else. I mean, business after business after business is lost forever. A lot of these places have never even come back.
Yep.
Entire cities that really never came back.
The workforce hasn't recovered. Our labor participation rate has still yet to recover from to pre-COVID levels.
Well, and if you look at domestic, born, like actual born in America, they're way behind where they were before COVID.
Correct.
I mean,
correct.
They got almost all the jobs that came back went to foreign-born workers after COVID. So all the jobs are coming back. They're coming back. No, those were new jobs that went to new people. They didn't come back to the people that had them. Right.
Yep.
It was a tragedy, and it went on right in front of everyone's face. And to this day, the left will deny it. But, we've got the stats. We've got the numbers. We've been covering this stuff for years, folks. It's out there. It's a fact.
We got the emails now between Fauci and all of the other scientists covering it up. We have the smoking gun now.
Yeah, which is a huge deal, man. So these guys have to go down. They have to be held accountable for it. I don't know. We got about a minute left. Any final words on this?
Yeah, write your congressman, call your congressman, make them hold these people account. Do it.
Mm-hmm. And make them vote for the SAVE Act, too. This is ridiculous. I mean, Trump just made a statement the other day. You might be the last Republican president ever, because immediately the first time Democrats get a hold of the House, they're going to kill the filibuster, which is going to change the Supreme Court. It's going to change the number of states. It's going to change everything on their dream list that they tell you over and over and over that they're going to do when they get power. They will do when they get power. And that will basically create a system where the Congress overruns everything else, from elections to the presidency to the courts, controls it all, and they never let go of power. It's just the left will take this to the end of the world and back if they get this power. So, folks, call your congressman, tell them what's on your mind. We're going to end the show here. Thanks so much for listening. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, and we will see you on Wednesday night.
Great show, guys. Great show.
Excellent.
I'll get this up and
gentlemen,
running
alright,
as
we're clear.
always.
I'll talk to you guys
You,
later.
Doc?
And when we clean and clear out later on, I am going to host us out on Kick Over to the Black-Eyed Chicken.
All right, man. I'm going to take off. Thanks so much,
All
Mark.
right.
We'll see you
You guys
soon.
have a great one. All right.
Bye.
All right. Let's head over to the Black-Eyed Chicken, and I'll see you later on with music, folks. Let me get this up and going. There we go.